Hello, everyone. Here we are on the verge of a great Halloween weekend in the city of Flint. I want to talk today about what we're doing with public safety so that all of our kids and families can have a great, safe holiday weekend here in the city of Flint. But first, I really want to just get right to a question I want to ask you, and that is to take some of your time and get involved in our community and volunteer patrols that will be operating in each of our mini stations throughout this weekend. So every night in the evenings we'll be operating. And some of you may know where our active and open mini stations are. Some of you may not have ever made a visit to one of those. So I want to go through where you can go in our community to be a part of this great effort. Last year we had over 150 volunteers out helping to patrol, keeping their eyes and ears open all across our community, and it led to one of the safest Halloween weekends on record for the city of Flint, and we want to do that again. I'll be out every night myself, and I want you to come out and join me. So if you live in Ward 1, please go to the North End Mini Station. That's 4535 Martin Luther King Avenue. Our phone number there is 787 3718. In Ward 2 with the Haskell Mini Station, you've got 2201 Forest Hill Avenue. Now for Ward 3, that's the one ward that we don't have a mini station open yet. And I want to just be honest with you about that. I've committed to having 9 open. We have 8 open now, and we're just one away. So go ahead into the North End Mini Station. That's right on the boundary, actually between Wards 1, 2, and 3. So any patrolling that we can coordinate there for the additional areas in Ward 3, we'll be doing that. In Ward 4, we've got our East Side Mini Station. That's on 2210 North Franklin. Ward 5, great new mini station open at Hurley Medical Center. We announced that this week. You may have seen that on the news. So that's at the One Hurley Plaza at the Hurley Medical Center, and you can enter that station off of the Patrick Street entrance. So that's the far west boundary of the medical center, the main building. So if you're coming off of 5th or Mackin, then you can get to Patrick right there. In Ward 6, we've got the Ballinger Highway Mini Station, 1210 North Ballinger Highway. In Ward 7, we have the Howard Estates Mini Station, 1932 Howard Avenue. In Ward 8, we have the West Side Mini Station that'll be organizing West Side patrols. Parts of the other areas in there, parts of Ward 6 will actually be covered out of there at 2710 West Court Street, right near the intersection of West Court and Beecher. And then on the south side, Ward 9 at the South Side Mini Station, 933 Victoria Avenue. Whichever side of Fenton Road you're on there, whether you're on the Ward 8 side or the Ward 9, then go ahead and stop into the South Side Mini Station. We also have some patrols being coordinated through Mott Community College too. So everybody is stepping up to be a part of this, and I just wanted to ask you in my message here this week to be involved. Take 2 hours if you can, one of these nights. You may not have ever done this before. You may not know what you're getting yourself into. Show up. You can also call Officer Tanya Meeks. She's our police liaison officer to the mini stations. And her email is tmeeks, T-M-E-E-K-S, at cityofflint.com. And you can call her on the phone at 237-6926. You see me looking down at my notes as I want to make sure I give you accurate information about all of our mini stations, how to get a hold of Officer Meeks. Of course, if you have any trouble, you can always call the mayor's office here, 766-7346, and we'll help you make that connection. But I'll be out every night, and I just hope that you'll come out and be a part of our patrols. You can also help us just staff each of the mini station offices. Introduce yourself to some of the regular volunteers. You may find this is something you're willing to do a couple of times a month to be a part of making a strong public safety system. What else are we going to be doing these couple days? We're going to have additional police patrols that are out. Every year we know that there's going to be overtime and additional work that our officers have to do around Halloween weekend. So we've budgeted for that. We've prepared for that. Great success last year, and we want to do the same thing this year. Our fire stations will also be fully staffed. All 5 fire stations will be open. They're going to be prepared to respond to fires. We have at least a couple fires every night in the city of Flint. So we know when we get to Halloween weekend, we got to be prepared to do some extra work. So they're ready to do that. Our arson task force, which has our police investigators and our federal investigators working together, they're going to be out working and patrolling the streets, doing investigative work too. So we're pulling out all the stops and doing everything we can. We have over 100 firefighters on our payroll in fire suppression. We have over 140 total police officers, all ranks, patrol officers, sergeants, lieutenants, and captains. So we've got a big, strong public safety system. We take a lot of calls. Those men and women in uniform are doing a lot for us every day. So if you see them out, I hope you take time to commend them. Even if you're having some trouble, they're working hard. They're putting their lives on the line, and they're doing as much as they possibly can. We all know times are tight. We may not have as many officers as we once did, but we don't have the money that we once did. So we have to do with what we can, and a big part of that is all of us doing our part. So come out to one of the mini stations, whichever ward you're in, and be a part of doing what you can. And even if you don't, I just ask you to be vigilant from your own home as you go about your business. Make any call you need to 911 to report suspicious activity so we can get that logged in. If it ends up being something low priority, you may not see an officer, you may not see him in those next few minutes, but at least we'll have it on record in case we can identify a pattern at a later time. So we'll be doing everything we can these next few days, and I would just ask for your help. I know I've said that over and over again already in this message, but we're going to get through this working together, and I hope that you'll take some time. For those of you who have never done this, I need you to help, because I've set a goal of over 200 volunteers being involved. We had about 150 last year, so we need 200 this year. We want to make this bigger and better every year, and it's fun. We're out there doing serious work, but you'll get to meet some neighbors. You can bring in some treats or snacks for the volunteers who are coming through. That's part of the fun, and gives everybody some nourishment as they do this hard work. Otherwise, here at City Hall, we're working hard for you every day. We've had some good announcements this week with new federal investment in Nina's place at the YWCA. We hit a record-breaking 33,000 plus college students enrolled in Flint and Genesee County colleges and universities. So every one of these things are part of this foundation that we're building for a 21st century community, a more diverse, a more sustainable economy, stronger and safe neighborhoods, and also great schools. And as mayor, I need to talk more about that, because I want to see our colleges and universities working with our K through 12 schools, our public schools, our charter schools. If we're going to have the kind of community we want and the kind of opportunities we want for our kids and grandkids, then we're going to need the economy, the neighborhoods, and the schools, and all of those need to come together. That's what we'll be tackling in our master planning work with the superintendent and the Mass Transportation Authority and all of our partners who are going to be a part of that. That's the long-term work. These next couple days, we got to do the short-term work of getting out onto the streets, keeping our kids, our families, our properties safe for this Halloween weekend. So trick-or-treating, Saturday night from 5 to 8 p.m. I look forward to a great weekend with all of you these next few days. Thanks.